You're there. And Hearthstone, you could, if you go second and you mulligan all 4 cards, you see 8 cards in your deck, which is huge. I mean, 8 out of 30 is so much. Especially if you're that priest and you have 4 dusk breakers, you're very likely to see them. You want to see Druid? Okay. I was thinking actually either of the other two, but Trist called Druid first. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a 12-win Druid. You know, to be fair, our first 12 win of last month was a Druid. It maybe we come full circle. Let's see if we can get our first 12 win this month as a Druid. These are all great picks. That's a good way to start it. That's a good way to start it. Oh, let me update it. People might be expecting to see a Paladin. Let's do a fresh Druid. So the tricky thing with Stonehill Defender is it favors the class hugely. And in Priest, in Priest it's a great thing because of the Obsidian statue. In Paladin it's a great thing because of the legends. In Druid, a lot of the taunts are choose to, so they come from this guy. So they're not technically taunts, but the other taunts are the 8/8 for 8, which is okay. And then there's the 5-drop 4/1 that its health depends on the number of cards that you're holding. So it's not. I actually, in a lot of cases, like Stonehill Defender more for the classes that don't have their own taunt, like Hunter, Mage, or Rogue, because then you're definitely getting neutral cards, and you could just get lucky with the Lich King. With the Stonehill Defender, it's going to be harder to get like a Lich King or Sleeping Dragon because you're more likely to hit the Druid taunts because Discover favors the class. And I think there's another taunt that I'm missing, one that I'm not a huge fan of, right? Spreading. See, this is tricky because all 3 of these are great, and our deck is going to be hugely different after like 12 cards. Like, I wish I could have this be our 12th pick. I think we take the Stonehill Defender because of its being a 3-drop, and we could end up with a pretty aggressive deck. Like, we could end up with a couple buffs. Um, a couple AoEs. Like, if we end up with 2 swipes and a couple Starfalls, we might not even ever use Spreading Plague. So that's why we took the Defender. Though this is probably, I'm trying to think of my least favorite classes for Defender, and I think this is it. Right? I mean, with only hitting neutrals, you can definitely hit crap, which we've done thousands of times. I think we need the 8-drop here. I really like the idea of having a Grim Necromancer in our deck and having a Savage Roar. It's kind of like Bloodlust, where if you take it, at least then you have it and you know that you have it. Wait, isn't Ancient of War one of the ones where you choose? If it's a choose one, it doesn't count for Stonehill Defender. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so the other one is good. The Crypt, the 3-drop Crypt is a really good one from Stonehill Defender. I do like that one a lot. I did forget him. Let's take the Violent Worm so we know that we've got an 8-drop. We might regret that if we see some other 8-drops. So I was just talking about having the early swing. So Spellstone, every good Druid deck has a Spellstone, but we don't have any of the cards that go with it yet. We don't have the Branching Pass. I mean, hopefully our deck will have those, but since we don't have them yet, we're going to take the Wrath. I don't want a Phantom Militia yet. I want our deck to be a little more aggressive than Phantom Militia, so let's hope. Ooh, another Spreading Plague. Can I pass up on it? So these cards make the deck better. Spreading Plague is like, I don't want to lose, here's Spreading Plague, or I'm behind, now I'm going to win. Whereas these cards, especially the Scythe, on turn 3, I think I take the Druid of the Scythe over the Spreading Plague, but I might see another Druid of the Scythe, where I probably won't see another Spreading Plague. What do you guys think? Can I pass up on Spreading Plague again? I really like Druid of the Scythe, though. Yeah, I don't know. So the tier list stuff, I actually stopped using Hearth Arena because I don't like the ranking. And not necessarily because of the individual cards, but because the way you need to build an arena deck, they don't take that into consideration enough. They just don't. And like your 25th pick should be almost always based on how your deck's going more than the value of the card. I think I'm going to take the Druid of the Scythe. No, I'm going to take the Spreading Plague. I'm going to be really bummed if I don't. Yeah, if I need a Spreading Plague, there's going to be a couple times in this draft where I'm like, man, I wish I had taken one of those Spreading Plagues. So the buff is really good, but we need either of these. I think I want. Are there any good Druid 1-drops? So it's not like Paladin that has the Righteous Defender or. Yeah, let's take the Cleric. The Cleric just gets more value. Oh, there's our silence. So I always want a silence. Druid does have its own silence, but I can't pass up on a silence. Even though I wanted the Firefly, I can't. Blaze Caller, baby. Let's get some elementals. Let's do it. We need this armor gain. Force of Nature can be good, but I think we need the armor gain, right? We need to make it work. I can't take another 7-drop, that's for sure. A 6/6 for 5 is actually pretty good. Now I'm going to take the. There's too much that works with the armor gain. Oh man, I'm actually really glad we took that other Spreading Plague because a second Stonehill Defender is really nice in this deck. 4 Spreading Plagues. Okay, I get it. I get it. You want me to have a Spreading Plague. All right, there we go. I guess there we go. I think I want the 5-drop here. Yeah, definitely. Wow, I think I need the card draw. We don't have a dragon, so this guy with a dragon is really good. But without a dragon, and we don't have a dragon, and I'd rather get another 7-drop later. So we take the card draw. Nice. That's my favorite poison. It's gonna be. I gotta pass the poison though, because we need the elementals. Blaze Caller is just obviously way better with the elemental, right? Oh, I really like Kodo. Do we have a good 5-drop? Yeah, we do. I actually need to fill in the 2 and 3 range a lot more. I have to take the Fisherman. Do I have to take a second Fisherman? We've got such good late game. We need to control the board. Do I need a second Violet Worm? Okay, hold on. This pick is important. I wish I could go back and take the Kodo, and then this Fisherman. Then that would be easy. So my 4 drops. Okay, let's take the Messenger. This is actually a really good 3-drop for us, right? We could Wrath it. We could Hero Power it. I mean, it's technically a 5-drop, but we could get it with Oaken Summons. We've already got a Cleric. The Valkyr does a lot for us, though, with all of our taunts, right? Like, this guy does a lot. That's actually a tough one. The Dragon tag could be important to us if we see something. We had to pass up on one. Let's take the Dragon. Let's have a Dragon in our deck. So here's one of the guys I was talking about being a bummer to get with the Stonehill Defender. So that's his name is Bewitched Guardian, which is actually not bad in Arena, and I think he's seeing some play, right? A second Sunborn, you think, there? A Sun Cleric, you mean? I have to take the Naturalize. A Naturalize is just so good. So our only 6-drop is Spreading Plague? Oh, the Valkyr. Gotcha. Yeah, I probably should have taken the Valkyr. I got really excited about the idea of being able to summon the Drake. I still want more in this area, but I think we need to take the Ogre here just for a fatty. There we go. There's a 3-drop. That's an easy choice. Is this our 6th Spreading Plague that's being offered to us? It is, right? Holy cow. But that's our 3rd Stonehill Defender. Okay. We are getting... And we need the Starfall for the AoE. It's too good to pass up. Oh, Ancient of Lore. This guy used to be so good. Do you remember when he used to draw a bunch of cards? That was insane. I don't think I need the Cult Master. It doesn't really fit into this deck. If I had a couple more of the tokens, definitely. I think we'd take the Geist. Like, we can hide him behind our Taunt, right? I think the Geist is better with Taunts, better than the Cult Master, right? Like, yeah, the Cult Master draws cards, but this guy essentially wins us the game. Yeah, the Geist. I think Bone Mare. It's a pretty easy one. I would like to have a swipe, but we already have the Starfall. It gets so heavy up here. I have to take the Bone Mare, right? I don't have any other buffs for my guys. Yeah, I'm going to take the Bone Mare. Let's do it. Okay, and then we need a lot more stuff that costs less mana. Like the Long Neck. Can we get, we can definitely get the Long Neck behind a Taunt. So we got that going for us. But what do we have for 5 attack? Drake, Ogre, Geist, Blazecaller, and Violent Worm. That's not bad. 5's not bad. Savage Roar might be really good for us because we might be able to win with Savage Roar and the Savage Defenders. Maybe we just make a Savage Defender deck here. Maybe that's good enough. Spreading Plague. Oh, and Bone Mare. Yeah, I missed one. Let's take the Long Neck. I think that's a good 3-drop to rely on. Death Speaker. It's an easy one. Ooh. So what do we have for direct damage? What do we have for spells? I don't think we want too many spells in our deck. I think we actually want the Dire Wolf here. I think the Sunwalker is kind of too slow for our deck at this point. We've got the Druid of the Claw, which we can use as a taunt. We've got the Spreading Plague. I think we take the Wolf. That's actually a tough one, though. What's my card draw? We got Wrath, hopefully. I got the Howl. You know, we might get behind enough that this is a good card draw, and it does go face. We don't have anything else that goes face. It's always good to have one that goes face. But Wolf, with the Defenders, maybe we just go crazy. Oh, man. There's a good 3-drop. Now we're looking good. I don't have a Poison yet. Maybe I want the Wasp, but maybe I also just want a solid 5-drop. What do my 5-drops look like? My 5-drops are pretty sad. Doesn't matter, though, with all the 6 and 4-drops I have. I don't have a Poison, though. Do I need a Poison? I don't think so. I have Naturalize. And a Silence. I think we take the Tiger here, right? What are my 2-drops? Is this guy worth taking? I've got really good 2 and 3-drops. I think I take the Tiger. My 2-drops will get behind. Yeah, let's use the Tiger. Changang's an easy one. Last pick. Last pick is the Night Prowler. My least favorite card in Witchwood. I don't think so. I think maybe 2 Starfalls. Starfalls kind of replaces the Starfire that I passed up. It can't go face, but it can clear a big minion. What do my 4-drops look like? So he can be pulled with the Oaken Summons, which is bad for us. Kind of stinks that we have to hold on to the Fireplume Phoenix for Blazecaller, so hopefully our Stonehill Defender gives us a Tar Creeper. You know, our hand might be kind of empty by turn 4. Our Drake might be kind of poopy. with all these early stuff. I mean, a second Starfire. I think we need a second Starfire. Okay, here we go. 3 Stonehill Defenders. I didn't get any mana acceleration or ultimate infestation, which is fine. I mean, we saw how many how many spreading plagues did we see? 6, right? We saw 6 spreading plagues and had to pass up on them. That's hilarious.